Всім добрий день. Вас вітає туроператор Тревел Дизайнер і я Надя Макаренко. І сьогодні наш вебінар, який буде присвячений фантастичному готелю, одному з моїх найулюбленіших. Це JW Marriott на Маврикії. Сьогодні з нами його представниця. Це пані Наталя Веббер. Наташа Веббер сьогодні нам розповість про цей чарівний готель, як вона завжди вміє дуже смачно, дуже яскраво. Тож я не буду затримувати нас, тому що у нас лише півгодини, і передаю їй слово.
Hi everyone, my name is Natasha Webber and today I'm here to present you JW Marriott, Mauritius. Right, we will be talking about one hotel today, and then maybe we will come back another day and speak about our other two properties, that is Meridian and Westin. But today we are starting with JW Marriott. Nadia, I just wanted to double check time-wise, because it was in Ukrainian. We have half an hour maximum, right?
Yes, we have only 30 minutes because we will jump into another webinar right after. Thanks.
No worries, just so that we are straight on time. So let me start. We start with JW Marriott. You will see from the map location where the hotel is situated. It's on the southwest coast of Mauritius, next to the wonderful Le Morn. You can actually see the mountain behind my back right now. That's exactly the view that your guests will be getting when they are getting to Le Morn area. Amazing World Heritage Site. It's UNESCO site, protected by UNESCO fund, and this place has got really a special soul and a special feeling around it. The Hotel JW Marriott is located right at the foot of the Le Morn mountain, has amazing beach. It's a 1 kilometer beach, a nice stretch with a very nice visible part of the beach as well as the bath. So once you get in the water, it's extremely comfortable, and it's also a very nice depth where you can swim. The hotel offers a lot of extra facilities and a lot of signature experiences, what we call them, which are really amazing. One of them is our beach butlers. So if some days you don't feel like going to a restaurant for a lunch, you can have a very leisurely lunch from our Pan-Asian restaurant, presented in a lovely bento box, brought right to your hammock on the beach between the two palm trees, and you don't even have to do any effort, stand up or move whatsoever. You can opt for a lovely picnic, maybe that at the beach, or maybe on top of Le Morn Mountain, or maybe in the middle of Le Morn Mountain if you don't want to go all the way up. You can choose to go in our Sea Lounge, which is an amazing luxury boat. It's specifically great for sundowner cruises. So once the sun is starting to set, you can benefit from a lovely cruise here with just your loved one, or if you're coming as a group of friends, it's a lovely experience for up to 10 people. Can be easily accommodated on this boat. You have a lot of beautiful sites for snorkeling around, and this coast, the west coast, is particularly famous for swimming with dolphins. You can also very often observe whales here. And in fact, our customers and our partners that come to visit Mauritius, they really enjoy these options that are available on that side of the island. You can also opt to go for horse riding, be that on the beach or in the nearby forest. The hotel offers a very wide range of water activities, water-based activities, be that stand-up paddle, pedal boats, windsurfing, kayaks, sailing. We offer water ski on complimentary basis, snorkeling trips are amazing, and glass bottom boat trips, which are also fantastic for children or people who don't want to get wet, but do want to discover what's happening underwater at the same time. Le Morn area as well is known for its kite surfing site. It's one of the best sites in the world. It is considered second best in the world and the first best in the Southern Hemisphere. We have a school right next to our property, so people can also learn to kite surf while in Mauritius, because the conditions, there are different sites. There are sites which are a little bit easier for beginners, and then there are more advanced options, more complicated locations. So guests can also use this opportunity to learn how to kite surf. We have English-speaking teachers, French-speaking teachers, Russian-speaking teachers. So whichever is the language of your customer, they can choose to do it and learn it in any language. Very nice experience that we offer on the beach at sunset is our savoring evening ritual. If you don't know how to open a champagne bottle with a sword, don't worry. I will be very glad to show you how to do it, or one of our sommeliers will assist you. And you can spend an evening while listening to lovely jazz music or some other musical entertainment that our hotel organizes on everyday basis at this location. Some romantic dinners that can be done at the jetty. Very often this location is used for proposals. So if somebody wants to propose to his girlfriend, they very often organize for a romantic dinner here. So you can use it as a tip for your clients as well. Stargazing, fantastic experience. You can watch all the stars that are visible in the southern hemisphere through a telescope. You can observe the moon. Very often you can see Venus. You can see Saturn at some stages. You can see Pandora's box. It's really, really unique and outstanding option. Special garden, JW garden, where we grow herbs for our chef. It's also possible to organize some cooking classes with the freshly picked herbs, especially for that. A lot of serene spaces, quiet spaces where you can sit down with a book, read, relax, either before a spa treatment or just if you want to have a quiet moment to yourself or with your partner. JW is also very much known for families. We have a lot of couples that travel with their children to Mauritius. We have fantastic kids club. We have a lot of facilities for the teenagers, which is also important because very often, this clientele, this part of clientele is left out. Fantastic family yoga workshops that could be happening on the beach in the morning or in the afternoon. And for the little ones, the mini club. It's open for kids from age 4 to 12. If children are younger than 4 years old, they can also attend the mini club, but they need to be accompanied either by one of the parents, or you can book the services of the nanny that can accompany your child to the mini club. And teens, I mentioned already, we have a lot of activities for teens so they can interact with each other, meet other teenagers who are at the resort at the same time. They can maybe go to movies together. In our cinema, we usually have 4 to 5 movies that we are showcasing per day. 2 of them are usually cartoons, so for children, and then 2 or 3 classics, romantic movies for our adult guests. So you have usually the timetable, you know what time each movie is showing, and then you can come and enjoy a movie in the comfort of a real cinema hall. A nice playroom for the children and the teenagers. Of course, adults are welcome as well. You have a pool table, you have playstations, you have a lot of board games. It's good for the rainy day, but also sometimes if you are getting too hot on the beach, like in the midday sun, and you want to come and spend a few hours in the cool space, you can also organize it this way. When it comes to the rooms, we always start with the higher room categories because in JW Marriott, these are the categories that sell most often. The highest and the most popular room category, in fact, is our Le Morn suites. Some of them are located on the upper floor, that will be balcony suites, and those that are downstairs are beach access ones. Both of them are 150 square meters. Maximum we can accommodate 2 adults and 2 kids, or 2 adults and one child and 1 teenager. So like 4 persons maximum, but then of course there's an age split there. These rooms are really amazing, very comfortable. You have a separate bedroom, separate lounge. There is a door between the 2 of them. So if your children are staying in the lounge, parents are sleeping in the bedroom, you can have some privacy as well from one space to the other. And then both bedroom and the lounge, they give onto a balcony or onto a very spacious terrace. So these suites, really, the Morn suites are our best sellers. A little bit smaller, we have peninsula suites, same concept. You have the lounge, you have the bedroom, you have the door in between, but they're a little bit smaller in size. They are only 100 square meters. Compared to the previous room category, same concept. Upstairs with the balcony, downstairs with direct access to the beach. And of course, our clientele from Ukraine market, from CS market, very often they opt for the downstairs room because they would prefer to have the direct access to the beach and to the garden. In the main building upstairs on the first floor, we have our Manor House spa suites. Here, the unique point is that you have 2 massage tables right in the bathroom, so people can have spa treatments without exiting from their rooms. And then On the first line from the beach, you have heritage junior suites, balcony upstairs, beach downstairs, 75 square meters. We still can accommodate 2 plus 2 here. Then one step further from the beach, yeah, a few meters further from the beach, you have ocean having junior suites. There is also a split between upstairs and downstairs. Again, another step further from the beach, you have ocean junior suites. They would be 65 square meters, same as the previous room category. And the entry room category, the basic room category for us, is a classic junior suite. It will still be 65 square meters, so very big in size, very spacious bathroom, walk-in wardrobe. And you will see that we have recently renovated all our rooms. They're really looking great, very, very, very warm and cozy feeling that you will be having inside. All our rooms have butler service, irrespective of the room category. So I think your guests will be extremely happy to have this kind of experience when they're in Mauritius. The resort in general and room in particular, they're all done in colonial style, as you can see from the pictures, but they remain very modern and ergonomic in the approach that they have been constructed. So once you're lying in bed, everything is very comfortable. You can like switch all the lights off with just one touch. You have sockets and USB chargers right next to your bed, so you don't even have to move a finger or move very far to, to switch off the lights, because in some hotels it can be quite annoying. Switching off the lights at night would be a quest, and here it's really, really easy. Let me see what's happening in the chat, because it looks like there is some questions. How children will be accommodated in junior suites? Is it an extra bed? Let me maybe come back couple of slides and I can explain to you, because the setup in the rooms is very similar, and it will be very easy for me to explain to you from this picture, for example. So you see you have the main bed, and then you have that sofa. So we use the sofa for 1 child or 2 children, because if you remove all the pillows from the sofa, it's basically the size of a double bed. So it's very, very comfortable for kids. If the kids are of different genders, say there's a boy and a girl and they don't want to be on the same bed, it's possible to bring an extra bed, single bed, and then we put it in the room additionally. So then 1 child will be sleeping on the sofa and 1 child will be sleeping on the extra bed. All right. If we're talking about our restaurants, we have 5 amazing restaurants at the resort. And it's really fantastic experience that we have elevated recently. We have some new chefs that joined the team. We have opened a teppanyaki counter in our Japanese restaurant, and the chef who is running this counter, he is absolutely amazing. The show he does sometimes in the evening is so great that you almost forget to eat, you're just mesmerized at what he is doing in front of you there. So teppanyaki will be located at our Japanese restaurant Atsuko that you can see on the left, very stylish, very like modern. We have a new chef that recently joined the team there. Then we have our Pan-Asian restaurant that's called Floating Market. And you see it's like these typical Asian markets located, floating markets located above the water. So you have that feeling that it is floating on the water because it's located above the pool. And you have those like Chinese lanterns that are swimming all around the main restaurant there. We have our Indian restaurant, which is called India, with a chef again who recently joined the team, and it's fantastic fusion Asian food. It's not classical Indian dishes, but it's really like revamped and relooked at dishes. It's completely new, it's completely surprising. And me, I have always been cautious with Indian food because I always found it a little bit too spicy, but here it's really nice new approach to Asian food, and the restaurant is simply fantastic. Then we have Le Manoir restaurant, which is our main restaurant. We mostly serve French cuisine here, and we also have occasional Mauritian evenings, so people can discover the flavors of Mauritius Island. You have a very nice interactive buffet in this restaurant. It has also been recently renovated and opened in December. And on the beach, and that's the favorite of all our Russia and CIS clientele, it's the Boathouse Aegean Beach and Grill Lounge. It's absolutely stunning. We have a chef from Turkey, from Boardroom, and he does fantastic Asian style dishes, so it's like partly Turkish, partly Greek, amazing grills. He does this sea bass grilled in the salt crust. It's out of this world. And then all the mezes, they serve as starters, the classical, you know, Turkish dishes. It's really mouth-watering. It's so aesthetic. It's so fantastic to watch. So if you do come to Mauritius, please do give this restaurant a try. Furthermore, sorry, going a little bit too fast. We have patisserie opening soon by the end of this month at JW Marriott, which will offer all the freshly baked croissant, pain au chocolat, all these like French, typical French pastries, amazing, fantastic, different, separate aircon space, which looks like a pastry shop, you know, like a little pastry boutique. Absolutely fantastic. We will be doing also cooking classes with our chefs in that main restaurant. Remember where we have the interactive buffet? So once the breakfast is over, that space could be used for a masterclass with the chef. So one of your guests can discover local cuisine and prepare one of the dishes that's on the menu, or maybe not even on the menu. We're also planning to elevate our beach lounge experience. Maybe we will be doing this during the low season when it's a little bit more quiet, but we are not planning any big works, just a few little improvements to give it a little bit more of a boho style. And last but not least, JW Marriott boasts one of the most beautiful villas in the Indian Ocean. It's huge, 1,659 meters square, 4 bedrooms. It could be sold as a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, or 4-bedroom. Sometimes we can offer it as a 1-bedroom, but honestly, we recommend to offer it as from 2. So on the plan, you will see number 5 and 6. Usually, if we sell these 2 bedrooms, yeah, they go first. And then guests will have access to the main facilities, the main pool, the indoor lounge, the outdoor lounge, the sports center, there's sauna, there's a little office, there's TV room. And then if they need a 3rd or 4th bedroom, then we can add bedrooms 3 and 4. You see number 3 and 4 on the plan. If you want, by the way, the copy of this presentation, I will be sharing it with Nadia from Trevел Dizajner, and she can send you a copy as well as the fact sheets of the resort, so you can easily have access to the plan as well as to the descriptions and the fact sheets. Villa is also done in colonial style, but remains quite modern with the details and the approach inside. Each bedroom is about 215 to 240 square meters. Plus you have, of course, a lot of spaces, corridors in between. As I mentioned, you have your own gym. You can see on the picture at the bottom on the right, you have your own lounges, you have your own dining space. You have a full dedicated team that is working in the villa. You have your own butler, you have your own chef if you want chefs to prepare something for you. So the attention to detail in this space is really amazing. It is really fantastic. We do speak about bespoke attention here when we're talking about the villa. And for villa guests specifically, we do recommend to consider a helicopter transfer, because if you know Mauritius and if you've been selling it for a while, you probably have heard about undersea waterfall or underwater waterfall, what we call it. And the best way to see it is from the air. So you can take a flight either in the helicopter or in the seaplane, and the views that you get there from above are absolutely stunning. You don't have to do it on the transfer on arrival. You can also book a separate excursion with a helicopter or the seaplane. And I think your guests will really, really love it if they have this occasion to see it from the air. The hotel-based meal plan here will be BB, bed and breakfast. So our rates are on bed and breakfast. There's option to upgrade to half board or to full board. We do not provide here all-inclusive, as at the 5-star deluxe level, people don't really use all-inclusive that often. What hotel is famous for is one of the best beaches in Mauritius and stunning location at the foot of Le Morn mountain. It will be a good fit for couples as well as families. In terms of the segmentation, it's a 5-star deluxe, but it's a still very good value for money. If we do compare it with other hotels, our closest comp set will be one and only Le Saint-Gérard, will be Shangri-La, Le Tourist Rock. And by the way, you know, these two hotels, they will be closing for the renovation this summer. So I think the choice will be evident in Mauritius. I think JW Marriott will be doing a hit sale for the months to come. So I have completed my presentation of JW for today. I do thank you for your attention and for your time. Thank you, Nadia, for having me here with you all today. I do wish you a lovely day ahead. If you do have any questions, please write in the chat. It's the moment to do so. But if we don't have any further questions for today, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for welcoming me. And I wish you a lovely season ahead. And I do hope that we will be receiving your guests on the island.
Thank you, Natasha. It was really interesting for me to update the information, and I see how many new updates I have missed. So I'm sure, I think definitely this year I'm gonna see them personally to test, especially JW Marriott, and in the past Saint-Régis is very unique and a very special place for me, because I think 2 of my wedding anniversaries took place here in this property. So I really visited it many times, and it's beautiful and I love it. The location, the colonial style, the rooms, the food, everything is so good here. Let me switch to Ukrainian one more time. Шановні колеги, якщо у вас залишились питання до пані Наташі, будь ласка, напишіть їх зараз в коментарях, або залишайте, якщо ви будете дивитися це в запису, залишайте їх в коментарях нижче до відео, і ви зможете дізнатися деталі, які ви не почули. Можливо, у мене є запитання до Наташі одне лише. Наtasha, I have one question for you. You mentioned about the helicopter transfer, but remind me, do we have a helipad on the
We don't have a helipad at the resort, so it will be one of the neighboring locations. It could land in Belém, which is not very far, but then you need to keep in mind that you need still to have a transfer. Or you can land on Tamarina Golf Course, which is a little bit more north from the resort, and then come down with the car. My personal advice will be, if they want to fly in a helicopter, to really take an excursion, because, you know, sometimes when people arrive in Mauritius after a flight, usually with a connection, they can be a little bit tired. So maybe the first day is not the best day for the helicopter trip. So it's better to sleep a day or two, look more beautiful, you know, put on your best dress, and then go for the helicopter trip another day.
Just want to clarify this, because I remember that that the hotel didn't have it. Maybe something changed. That's why I just wanted to
It's still the same.
Okay, great. Що ж, шановні колеги, якщо не залишилось питань, то ми завершуємо ефір. Дякуємо ще раз пані Наташі за те, що вона сьогодні приєдналась до нас, розповіла дуже стисло, тому що про цей готель можна дійсно говорити дуже довго. Він дуже надзвичайно красивий, я особисто його відвідувала багато разів. Він пов'язаний з моїми особливими моментами життя, і для мене це дуже знаковий готель і один із найкращих на Маврикії. Я це можу стверджувати офіційно і беззаперечно. І звертайтесь з вашими запитами до Тревел Дизайнер. У нас дуже хороші ціни з мережею Маріот, тому будемо раді вашим запитам щодо цього готелю або інших. І також нагадую, що наступного тижня у нас з Наташою буде ще 2 ефіри, також в четвер, які будуть присвячені 2 іншим готелям. Це Ле Морн, який також нещодавно був реновований, і готель Вестін. Тому не пропускайте ефірів наживо, зможете задати своє питання. І до наступних зустрічей. Дякую всім за увагу. Thank you, Наташа.
Дякую. Thank you so much.